Apparently, Brett Favre is going to get pulled in to speak with NFL officials on Tuesday to discuss allegations that he sent inappropriate messages to Jen Sterger, who was reporting on the New York Jets at the time that Brett Favre was on the New York Jets. And I have a decision on this case. So, obviously, we need to gavel. Not guilty. Okay?
What is that based on?
Leave the guy alone. Let him go! Let him go. Now, does that mean I don't think Brett Favre sent those emails to her, and including his penis shots? No, it doesn't mean that. I think he probably did, based on our evaluation of it. Here's what it's based on, Anna. 1, he did not do anything illegal. Okay? Number 2, his family business is not our business. It's not the NFL's business. If they got into that business, they'd have to penalize nearly everyone who plays in the NFL. And number 3, he was not her boss. If he's her boss and he's sending her pictures of his penis, obvious sexual harassment. Number 4, he didn't touch her in any way, shape, or form. There was nothing physical. So I don't see why the NFL is involved in this case. Butt the hell out, and I'm being polite.
Okay? I don't think you need to be someone's boss to sexually harass someone.
You don't.
Yeah, so...
And, and real quick, we're going to let you, I'm generally find many sexual harassment situations that aren't the boss. The notion that you can't have a relationship, that there's somehow, if a relationship goes wrong, that's all crazy, that you got to be able to hit on people of the opposite sex in the workplace. So, in general, I'm with you.
Yeah, but she's not an intern.
No, but Anna's going to make a very valid point.
No, I was just going to say, you don't even need to be a coworker to sexually harass someone. So I think sexual harassment happened. Now, with that said, okay, she's not pressing charges, so you're right, it's nobody's business. If she's not going to press charges and she's saying, oh, I'm off the record on this stuff, I don't want to talk about it, then you're right, the NFL should stay out of it. But when it comes to the question of sexual harassment, he pursued her, she said no, he sent soft penis pictures to her. That's sexual harassment, there's no question about it.
We don't, first of all, we don't know what she's going to do, right? We're unclear of how she's proceeding.
She's now talking to the NFL. So, yes, right. It's unclear, but we don't know what she's saying, right? So she's now no longer saying, I'm out of this completely, right? But what is she going to pursue? I mean, she didn't pursue anything 2 years ago. Is it inappropriate? Of course it's inappropriate, right? But where do you draw the line?
Well, here's where you draw the line, and here's what's relevant. First of all, the NFL has no choice but to pursue it. Doesn't mean they have to punish him, but they have to pursue it. If they don't pursue it, they open themselves up to, maybe this is a flaw in the law, but they open themselves up to litigation from her, from litigation from others. They can't say, we don't care if our star quarterback sends pictures of his penis to other people who work in the league. We don't care. Private business. They got to find out what happened. They don't have to punish, but they have to find out what happened. And that's what they're doing. I think they're doing the right thing
all right,
once it comes out. But the notion, what you said, is your third point. And I'm a big believer in giving people a wide swath at work to act like an ass to members of the opposite sex. But it's not just, if he's her boss, you're right, it's one thing. But if he sent her these pictures, if at any point she said, hey, I'm not interested, stop, and then you send pictures of your penis, then you're sexually harassing someone, and you're going to get punished, and you should get punished. If she said stop.
Look, here's why I'm on the warpath, in this case, in favor of Favre, and I have no love for Favre whatsoever. Is because we're too much into people's personal lives.
I agree.
We're so deep. I mean, we jump in it, and we can't get out. And did he send the wrong text? Did he send the wrong email? Did he send the wrong picture?
But don't.
Oh, is he married? Were they fighting or not fighting? Come on now.
I agree with you. Part of this is the development of technology, which has obviously enabled people to send a thing in their picture. But you can't just say, did he send the wrong text? I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But we're not just talking about any text. I mean, sending the wrong text.
No, but that's my problem with it, Ben. No, I hear you. Look.
Hold on a second. Come on. It's a little different than you look great today in that sweater.
No, I understand. The thing is, I guess what I'm objecting to is we shouldn't even know this stuff, right?
I agree.
Right? So, because once you get that deep into it, yeah, and once we're having a discussion, do I agree that he shouldn't have sent the penis? Of course he shouldn't send it, right? And what kind of stupid move is it that she says no, and you think you're going to convince her by sending your flaccid penis pictures? It's crazy, right? But we shouldn't even be there. We shouldn't be having that conversation. And look, by the way, I'm going to say something slightly controversial. Here's what you do if you get a penis picture. Fascinating. Delete. Done. Okay? Now, if they work together in a way that she's worried about her job, then that's a whole different scenario.
Well, she might have been. He was Brett.
No, what Brett Favre's not going to get? What, a reporter fired?
Look, leave it out because you know what? Nobody knows the circumstances of this case, and we don't know what happened. And I actually agree with much of what you said. I do think that if someone has said, "Leave me alone," and you send pictures of your penis to her, that woman has the right to go through the chain of command and complain to Human Resources.
Right, which she didn't.
Okay,
right.
But forget it. We don't know what she did. We really have no idea. And we don't know if she went to Human Resources and they said, "It's Brett Favre. Why don't you just ignore it?" We don't have any idea. We don't know the facts. So I don't know what she did. But that person, all I'm saying is that I can't send somebody who I work with pictures of my penis.
But I don't think he works with her. If it says offensive lineman, then we got an issue.
I agree.
Okay.
Look, Cenk, I agree with you. Can Brett Favre massively hit on members of the Jets? Endlessly. Endlessly, they can be like, Brett Favre just hits on one after the other. It's an embarrassment. Don't care. Not interesting. Or send a bunch of texts. I wouldn't care either. Come on, go out with me. I know you said no. Come on, come on, come on. That's different. But this is, first of all, it's buffoonish. Right? It's just classic buffoonery.
But how many times, look, this is way over the top, right? But how many times have guys gone over the top, done something stupid while they're trying to get a girl? What, 10 billion, 100 billion, 200 billion?
I know, but...
And that's what happens when you get into people's lives. And now technology has advanced to the point where we can make bigger jackasses out of ourselves.
I think that if the NFL, hopefully the NFL will look into this and nothing will happen.
That's my hope.
Yeah.
Now, again, don't get me wrong. If it turns out that he was stalking her, or the police feel that there's an actual violation of the law, then that's totally different. Because then we had a real issue where he was, put her in some sort of, made her uncomfortable, put her in danger, whatever it is, right? But if it was just, hey, that was his stab at trying something and it didn't work.
Can I just
that's
say
just
something?
what every guy in the world has done.
I don't think we should let the girl talk.
There's another angle of the story that no one ever really focuses on, which I think is interesting. The fact that she's like, I'm not going on record, I don't want to talk about it, yada, yada, yada. How did the pictures get released in the first place?
Totally. So we don't know.
Like, I'm not buying that whole argument, and I'm not demonizing her or anything, but come on. Years after this happened, all of a sudden, you have blogs and you have news websites talking about it. How did the pictures get released a couple years later?
Yeah, I don't know, but I do know she's now working with the NFL. And it's too late. It's gone too far. She's too famous. There's too much cash involved. She's definitely going to complain. That's my prediction. She's going to complain. She's going to go through the process. She's going to do everything she possibly can to milk this story now because she's going to make a tremendous amount of money off of